of myth and legend. We are the ancient warriors of old. We are the terrors that flap in the night.
Dragons are by far one of the most fascinating creatures to exist, whether you believe them or not. And I mean existing as in through centuries and centuries of myths and legends and stories, and some of them even existing within nature itself. Maybe they're not as extreme as from what we like to see, but you get my drift. But throughout those centuries of stories, obviously, there would develop dragons becoming their own subgenre, meaning that there are so many different types that people believe in out there, or people that hear stories about them, that if you were to have some mythical legendary dragon family reunion of some kind, then you'd be surprised how many different types you would see out there. So with special thanks to extreme curiosity and through very unique books such as this one, I highly recommend studying this, whether you can draw them or not. But thanks to these, I would like to share with you the different species of dragons, whether they exist or not. The elemental dragons come in 4 different types: earth, water, fire, and storm. A few common features such as having serpent-like bodies to help get through their elemental areas, and having similar coloring features to match the elements as well. But they also have their own unique body type features which help them adapt to the element that they either control or they just live amongst. For example, the water dragon has fins instead of wings and has a much more snake-like body in order to get around. The drake dragon can easily be mistaken for some giant mutated deformed guard dog of some kind because it was born without wings. Living mostly amongst the forest and mountain areas, it's obviously going to need that huge bulky exterior and those giant claws in order to get around, whether just moving around in general or catching their prey. Pretty interesting features, but I wouldn't recommend them for pets. The worm dragon is possibly one of the oldest well-known dragons amongst European folklore. They've been known to be sea serpent-like creatures who remain near bodies of water in order to guard treasures. If you watch movies such as Hercules or anything related to Greek mythology, then you're obviously aware of the Hydra. It's mostly been said that they were made to guard the entrances of the underworld with their 7 heads. And if you ever try to cut one off, then they'll just grow several more. Talk about a head full of nightmare fuel. The Amphisbaena dragon is a 2-headed snake-like serpent that is known as the mother of ants, due to the fact that it eats ants. And the unique way that it moves around is by grabbing each other's heads and moving it around like a loop. There have been a lot of legends that talk about it bringing amongst many cures and variations of good luck. For example, if you wear the creature around your neck while you're pregnant, apparently it helps you have a healthy pregnancy and delivery, as well as a healthy baby. It also has talked about how its skin can cure the common cold, or eating its meat can attract many lovers of the opposite sex. So is it the mother of ants or is it the mother of axe? The amphitheater dragon is an armless and legless serpent that is very imitating as it glides through the night like a flexible torpedo. With wings, of course. Some are known to either be coated with feathers or to have simple bat-like wings, and a lot of them have been said to have a huge variety of coloration. So I guess they're super mega dragonflies, maybe. There are actually 2 different types of amphitheater dragons. There's the American and there's the Mexican. Insert your own racist jokes, I'm not doing them. They have been known to live for over 250 years, and other legends have it that if you plant their fangs in the ground, that you can grow your own army. Really? It says that? Why wasn't this in Lord of the Rings? And what do I have to do to grow my own fan army? The lindworm dragon is a very unlucky creature. Despite it having wings, it doesn't necessarily fly. It is a large creature that feeds off of cattle, and many ancient Europeans have seen it as a symbol of war. Other tales include a lindworm being put to blame for a very threatening flood that took place in a village of Germany, so they decided to capture and kill it by using bull as bait. Although I hope they saved the skin of it, because it's also been said that the skin of the lindworm dragon can help increase your knowledge of nature and medicine. I mean, can you imagine how many doctors we could have in this world if these things actually existed? Although we'd probably have to sacrifice a lot of hamburgers. I hope I'm pronouncing this right, but the wyvern dragon has become very popular amongst video games and literature, which is why they're more well known. It has similar designs to the lindworm dragon, except for the fact that it can actually fly. Sorry, Mr. Lindworm. It doesn't normally breathe fire, but it does have a barbed tail and a very venomous bite. And if you look closely at the body shape, you'll easily recognize it as a symbol that has been used amongst many sports teams, specifically United States and United Kingdom. The Western dragon is one of the most common in Vision of dragons, known to have very reptilian scaly-like features, having a red and brown colorish features, bat-like wings, and have also been known to have a personality of being very greedy and violent and sometimes just all around evil, living a well played, J.R.R. Tolkien. The Eastern dragon has a lot more variety to its appearance as the Eastern culture has believed it to have. They have a more snake-like body with feathers and claws but no wings, and have a lot more control amongst the water elements, mainly known for their power to come from a pearl. Not that kind of pearl, no. You find them more commonly parading around the Chinese New Year celebration. Although, when it comes to Asia all around, I have been told, and I don't know if it's important or not, but apparently each part of the culture has different beliefs of how many toes it has. Japan sees them with 3 toes, Indonesia sees them with 4 toes, and China and Korea see them with 5 toes. Like I said, I don't know if that's important or not, but that's what I read. So there you have it, some of the most common species of dragon that live amongst us. It can be in here or out there, whichever you want to believe. I really hope you guys learned a few things through this video, because I certainly have while doing this research. And if you enjoyed what you were watching and you would like to see more, feel free to play with the buttons below, or leave a comment if there's any other species of dragon I might have missed. I mean, I know there's plenty of other stories out there to be told about dragons. They're just such a universal being itself. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and as always, I am your fangirl, and I'm reminding you to stay savvy. See ya!
Didn't we just do this?